Back to my channel Learning Made Easy. Friends, in this video we are going to see the chapter for grade 10 तीसरी कसम के शिल्पकार शैलेंद्र, written by Prahlad Agarwal, who was born in the year 1947 at Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so तीसरी कसम is actually a very famous old Hindi movie enacted by famous actors like Raj Kapoor and Wahida Rahman. Okay, and it was a really very famous movie of that time. You can watch that movie even today on YouTube. It's not necessary anyway, because this story is not the story of that movie. The story तीसरी कसम के शिल्पकार शैलेंद्र is not the story of that movie, but actually it is about how that movie was made. Okay, the making of the movie, what all consequences they faced. These are the things that is included in your chapter तीसरी कसम. Okay, Shilpakar means the maker of the movie. Okay, Shailendra, Shilpakar actually means craftsman. If you see, literally, if you see, it's craftsman. But whatever art you are doing, whatever thing you are doing, if you are the maker of that, usko kehte hain Shilpakar. Okay, Shailendra. So here, Tisri Kasam was made into movie by Shailendra. So how did Shailendra make the movie? What all difficulties he faced? These are being described by the Lekhak Prahlad Agarwal through this chapter. I hope it's clear what it is about. So friends, let's begin the summary of this chapter. तीसरी कसम के शिल्पकार शैलेंद्र. Okay. एक गीतकार के रूप में फिल्मी जगत से जुड़े रहने वाले कवि और गीतकार शैलेंद्र ने जब फणीश्वर नाथ रेणु की अमर कृति तीसरी कसम उफ्र मारे गए गुलफाम को सिनेमा पर्दे पर उतारा तो ये फिल्म मील का पत्थर सिद्ध हुई, अर्थात इस फिल्म की जगह कोई दूसरी फिल्म नहीं ले पाई. So when a geetkar means a song maker, okay, and a poet. Now, who was Shailendra? He was not a filmmaker actually. He was a song, you can say a song writing person, a poet or a maker or a director. He was actually related to song field, okay, field of song. But here now he has actually listening or looking at the reading at the story that was written by Phanishwar Nath. Now you have to remember these names. Phanishwar Nath was a person who actually had written this story Tisri Kasam. With the story, actually Shailendra was very attracted towards the story and he decides that I will make the story a movie. Okay, तीसरी कसम उफ्र मारे गए गुलफाम, you saw that is actually the real title of the story written by Phanishwar Nath, which was made into movie by Shailendra with the name तीसरी कसम. Okay, now it is said that when he cinema पर्दे पर उतारा, means when it was brought into a big screen, that is theater, at that time film मील का पत्थर means the movie became a milestone. It was a very famous movie of that time. Okay, तीसरी कसम को आज इसलिए भी याद किया जाता है क्योंकि इस फिल्म को बनाने के बाद ये भी सिद्ध हो गया कि हिंदी फिल्म जगत में एक सार्थक और उद्देश्य से भरपूर फिल्म को बनाना कितना कठिन और कितना जोखिम भरा काम है. So why also this movie became famous was that with the coming of this movie, how to make realistic movie. This movie was a very realistic movie and that is why it became hit at that time, famous at that time. So in making a very realistic movie, how difficult it is, okay, कितना कठिन और कितना जोखिम भरा, how risk taking it is to make such a movie is shown through this chapter. ओके, संगम नाम की फिल्म की आश्चर्यजनक सफलता के बाद फिल्म के नायक राज कपूर में गहरा आत्मविश्वास आ गया, जिसके कारण उन्होंने एक साथ 4 फिल्मों में काम करने की सार्वजनिक बात कर दी. सो नाउ when Raj Kapoor, as I said, he was the actor of this movie. So when Raj Kapoor had acted a movie called Sangam, this is another movie before Tisri Kasam, okay? So Sangam was a movie actually Raj Kapoor had acted and it became a very big hit. Okay, so now Raj Kapoor had an Atma Vishwas, a self-confidence in himself. So what he did, he signed 4 movies altogether. Okay, he decided that I'll do 4 movies together. ओके इन्हीं फिल्मों में सन 1966 में कवि शैलेंद्र द्वारा बनाई गई फिल्म तीसरी कसम भी शामिल है. सो व्हेन ही साइंड एज आई सेड 4 मूवीज टू बी डन टुगेदर, इन दैट one movie was तीसरी कसम in the year 1966. कहा जा सकता है कि तीसरी कसम फिल्म नहीं बल्कि कवि शैलेंद्र द्वारा कैमरे की रील पर लिखी गई एक कविता थी. We can say that it was not a movie, तीसरी कसम was not a movie, but a poem or a song that was written by Shailendra. Why? Because Shailendra was actually a song maker. Okay, he didn't have any connection with movies. So since he made this movie, it was said that as if it was some song was being enacted in front of the camera. Okay. I know this chapter is not something interesting to be heard of, but it's there in your portion, and I just wanted to make it very easy to you. I hope you are able to follow whatever I'm saying, okay? Let's see what happens नेक्स्ट. तीसरी कसम फिल्म कवि शैलेंद्र के जीवन की पहली और अंतिम फिल्म है. सो शैलेंद्र एक्चुअली फ्रॉम शैलेंद्र दिस वाज द फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट मूवी. ही डिडंट मेक एनी अदर मूवी, ही ओनली मेड द मूवी तीसरी कसम. इस फिल्म को बहुत सारे पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित किया गया. ये फिल्म कला से परिपूर्ण थी जिसके लिए इस फिल्म की बहुत तारीफ हुई थी. So many awards were won by this movie, and also it is said as if it is kala se paripurna. It is filled with all kind of art. This movie is filled with a lot of art, and a lot of appreciation was made of this film. इस फिल्म में शैलेंद्र की भावुकता पूरी तरह से दिखाई देती है. So actually शैलेंद्र had a lot of emotions while making this movie. He loved making this movie. Okay, he was not a movie maker, but he wanted to make this movie. He never thought what all risk I have to take, what all things I have to do, because he is actually moving away from his field, right? He was a song maker, he's a poet, but now he is making a movie. It's not a small thing, but still he did this because he wanted to do. You know, we people, we love to do work which we like. Yeah, it's not just about, okay, I have learned this course, so I'll just do this work. But if you love doing that work, then it is something else. Yeah. अभिनय को देखते हुए तीसरी कसम फिल्म राज कपूर के द्वारा उनके जीवन में की गई सभी फिल्मों में से सबसे खूबसूरत फिल्म मानी जाती है. So on the basis of the acting of Raj Kapoor, if you see, तीसरी कसम was the movie in which he portrayed the best acting. राज कपूर को एशिया के सबसे बड़े शोमैन का खिताब हासिल था. वे अपनी आँखों से अभिनय करने और अपनी आँखों से ही भावनाओं को दिखाने में माहिर थे. एट दैट टाइम राज कपूर वॉज नोन एज शोमैन, मीन्स द बिगेस्ट फेमस एक्टर ऑफ दैट टाइम. ओके, खिताब हासिल था. खिताब मीन्स पोजिशन और what we say, a designation as a showman. Okay, a famous actor. That was the actually he was like that at that time, and he was known for acting through his eyes and through bhavna, through emotions, through expressions. इसके विपरीत शैलेंद्र एक उम्दा गीतकार थे जो भावनाओं को कविता का रूप देने में माहिर थे. शैलेंद्र ने राज कपूर की भावनाओं को अपनी कविता और फिल्म की कहानी में शब्द रूप दिए और राज कपूर ने भी उनको बड़ी ही खूब से निभाया. Now, Raj Kapoor was a person who gave all his expressions and emotions for movie, for acting, and Shailendra was a person who gave all his emotions and feelings in his songs. Okay, but Shailendra, through his songs and through this movie Teesri Kasam, he brought all the talent of Raj Kapoor. He showed us the entire talent as a realistic actor, Raj Kapoor. शैलेंद्र ने राज कपूर की भावनाओं को अपनी कविता और फिल्म की कहानी में शब्द रूप दिए और राज कपूर को ने भी उनको बड़ी ही खूबी से निभाया. सो शैलेंद्र had brought out all the emotions and acting of Raj Kapoor in a very good manner, and Raj Kapoor also had given 100% cooperation to Shailendra in acting in this movie. He also acted very beautifully. राज कपूर जानते थे कि तीसरी कसम फिल्म शैलेंद्र की पहली फिल्म है, इसलिए उन्होंने एक अच्छे और सच्चे मित्र के नाते शैलेंद्र को फिल्म की असफलता के खतरों से भी परिचित करवाया. परंतु शैलेंद्र को ना तो अधिक ना धन संपत्ति का लालच था, ना ही नाम कमाने की इच्छा. उसे तो केवल अपने आप से संतोष की कामना थी. सो एक्चुअली राज कपूर न्यू दैट इट वॉज शैलेंद्र's फर्स्ट मूवी and he was a good friend of Shailendra. So Raj Kapoor said, Shailendra, see, I don't think this movie will be a success. Okay, he also said that there is a risk of failure of this movie, but Shailendra says that it's not a problem at all. Okay, I will take this movie because this is not done for earning money. As I said, he just didn't want money, but also it was something he was doing out of love. He just wanted to make this a movie, okay, by him. That's all. He did it for his own happiness. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens next. या तीसरी कसम चाहे आज बहुत कामयाब फिल्मों में गिनी जाती हो, लेकिन ये एक कड़वा सच रहा कि इसे पर्दे पर दिखाने और प्रसारित करने के लिए लोग बहुत ही मुश्किल से मिले थे। इस फिल्म की कहानी में जो भावनाएं थी उनको समझना किसी मुनाफा कमाने वालों के लिए आसान नहीं था। इस फिल्म में जिस करुणा के साथ भावनाओं को दर्शाया गया था उनको किसी तराजू में नहीं तौला जा सकता था। So actually, as Raj Kapoor had said, this movie was not being distributed very easily. See, after making a movie, you have to find distributors, okay, who will buy it from you, who will buy the movie from you and distribute it to different theaters. This is how it happens. So now there were no people who were buying this movie. They all felt that to buy this movie was risk taking because this was the first time a movie was being so realistic, okay, based on the life story of people, a real life story of people. So the distributors, they felt that we won't get much audience who will come and see such realistic kind of movie these days. That is what they thought. Okay, so they didn't get, Shailendra didn't get easily people who bought his movie. Okay, there were risks that was happening. One more information I can add it here, it is not there in the summary. Raj Kapoor took only 1 rupee from Shailendra in acting in this movie, because Raj Kapoor felt that, as I said, he felt it was going to be a failure, first of all. Secondly, he was a friend of Shailendra. So he said that I'll take only 1 rupee from you because this is your first movie and there is a risk of failure. Okay, let's see next. श्री 420 का एक गीत, प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ है, प्यार से फिर क्यों डरता है दिल. We have heard this song. It's a very famous song. कि एक पंक्ति रातें दसों दिशाओं से कहेंगी अपनी कहानियाँ. इस पंक्ति में संगीतकार जय किशन ने आपत्ति जताई थी. So there was a movie called Shri 420. Okay, it's another movie. This is about some other movie. In that movie, this song is there, प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ. In that song, there is a line, रातें दसों दिशाओं से कहेंगी अपनी कहानियाँ. Means nights will say their story to all 10 directions, 10 दिशा. So one Sangeetkar, his name was Jay Kishan, he said that this is not possible, we won't put this line in this song because 10 disha means 10 directions. It is wrong, there is no 10 directions, there is only 4 directions. 4 दिशाएं होते हैं, 10 दिशाएं नहीं होती. So Jay Kishan says that this is wrong. This is a song written by Shailendra, okay? So Jay Kishan says no, we have to change the line. लेकिन शैलेंद्र इस पंक्ति को बदलने के लिए तैयार नहीं हुए. वे चाहते थे कि दर्शकों की पसंद को ध्यान में रखकर किसी भी फिल्म निर्माता को कोई भी बिना मतलब की चीज़ दर्शकों को नहीं दिखानी चाहिए. उनका मानना था कि एक कलाकार का ये कर्तव्य भी है कि वह दर्शकों की पसंद को अच्छा और सुंदर भी बनाने की कोशिश करे. Now Shailendra says that no, I won't change this line. Okay, why does Shailendra say that? Because Shailendra says that why should we actually always follow the same thing? Okay, till today everyone were writing everything on the basis of real life. Okay, all the songs have each and every line that are based on real things. Why should we follow the same norm? Okay, why can't we bring a change? He feels that according to the likeness of the public, as the public changes with the passing of time, we have to bring changes in our songs. So he says why should we just write 4 directions? Why can't we make it 10 directions and create some imagination among people? So he says, I won't change that. Now, why this is mentioned here was to show how Shailendra was, okay, what kind of song maker he was. शैलेंद्र ने जो भी गीत लिखे वे सभी बहुत पसंद किए जाते रहे हैं. शैलेंद्र ने कभी भी झूठे रंग ढंग या दिखावे को नहीं अपनाया. उनके गीत नदी की तरह शांत तो लगते थे परंतु उनका अर्थ समुद्र की तरह गहरा होता था. So he was actually a very famous song maker of that time, and it is said as if he was actually like a Geet Nadi ki tarah shant. His songs used to be like a nadi, a river which used to be shant, very peaceful. Okay, and unka arth, but the meaning of those songs used to be so deep like a sea. Though outer part of the song you'll feel as a river, very silent, but the inner meaning of the song will be like a sea that is very डीप। इसी विशेषता को उन्होंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में भी अपनाया था और अपनी फिल्म में भी इसी विशेषता को साबित किया था. दिस इज़ द स्पेशलिटी इन हिम. ओके, वॉट एवर ही राइट्स इट हैड अ डीप मीनिंग विच वॉज सीन इन हिज लाइफ एज वेल एज इन हिज movies. Now let me tell you, Teesri Kasam, though there were no much distributors they were getting initially, but later it became a very famous movie. Okay, it was not that it was a failure, it was a famous movie. Even today Teesri Kasam is known as a very famous movie. Its story is being remembered even today by पीपल. तीसरी कसम अगर सिर्फ एकलौती नहीं तो उन कुछ सफल फिल्मों में ज़रूर है जिन्होंने साहित्य रचना के साथ 100% न्याय किया है. So with the literature of writings, this was 100% story that was portrayed through the movie तीसरी कसम. तीसरी कसम फिल्म की ये ख़ास बात थी कि उसमें दुख को किसी भी तरह बढ़ा चढ़ाकर प्रस्तुत नहीं किया गया. उसमें दुख को जीवन की सही परिस्थितियों की ही भांति प्रस्तुत किया गया था. So in this movie the speciality was that whatever sadness is shown in this movie was very realistic. It was not exaggerated. Okay, it was shown in its real sense. तीसरी कसम की जो मुख्य कहानी है वह खुद लेखक फणीश्वर नाथ रेणु ने लिखी है. एज आई सेड, दिस वॉज अ स्टोरी एक्चुअली रिटन बाय फणीश्वर नाथ रेणु. कहानी का एक छोटे से छोटा भाग, उसकी छोटी से छोटी बारीकियाँ फिल्म में पूरी तरह से दिखाई देती है. The story that was written by Phanishwar Nath Renu, whatever even the small part of that story was included in the movie, and all the small weak kind of points which we feel, okay, this may be not taken in the while making the movie, even that was taken in making of the movie by Shailendra. Okay, so this is just about Shailendra, how he made the movie, and that's all. Okay, I hope it was clear to you. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I am putting all the videos that you're requesting me. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay that happens. It's because of the job and all these things. I have to make it a little bit late in actually uploading the video, but thank you so much, students. Keep supporting. Bye bye.